Hello friends, and welcome here to my very first video on my brand new YouTube channel. My name is Melissa Klein. I am a work-at-home homeschool mama of two beautiful kiddos with baby number 3 on the way. I created this channel as a place to encourage overwhelmed mamas with tips and tricks and life hacks on things like detoxing your life, cultivating mindfulness and gratitude, stripping away the things that don't matter, learning how to be present where you're at and say no to perfectionism. Basically, tools to live a brave and wholehearted life so that you can step out of the overwhelm and really begin to enjoy the season that you're in. I don't have it all together. I am far from perfect, but I have stumbled across some really incredible tools that are so helpful. And so I hope that you will hang with me, subscribe, and join me on this journey. So for this first video, I'm just gonna share a little bit of my background. I am a recovering perfectionist. When I would hear other people claim perfectionism as their flaw, I used to be really annoyed by that. I thought it was super self-righteous to say that your flaw was like trying to be the best you can be. Like, how is that a problem, right? It's a problem, a really big problem. And zero good has come of perfectionism in my life. And I used to confuse perfectionism with excellence. I want to do my best. I always want to show up the best that I can. I always want to do my best work. I always want to feel really proud of what I do. And I want to feel really proud of how I'm showing up in life. But perfectionism is not excellence. Perfectionism is poison, okay? It paralyzes me from making decisions. It bogs me down in my work and is a massive roadblock to productivity. It keeps me from moving forward toward my goals and actually stops me from taking steps toward my dreams. Because if I can't get it perfect, I don't want to do it at all. Nobody starts perfect. This is my first video. It's going to be full of so many flaws. I'm going to look back on it and be embarrassed. But I have to start. I have to start somewhere. And I can't start at perfect. This year, I've really been dedicated to uprooting perfectionism from my life. Doing this video and launching this channel is part of it. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, but I wanted it to be amazing, right? I wanted it to be this production. I wanted it to have this like awesome intro and the super fun music and the editing to be snappy and the content to be on point. And I realized I've taken 0 steps toward that because of the expectation of perfection that I put on myself from the very beginning. That is what I want to talk about today, expectations. As a perfectionist, the most painful thing to hear is you need to adjust your expectations. It has always been a struggle. For me, it felt like saying that I had to adjust my expectations or lower my expectations meant that I had to lower my standards. I saw that as a really negative thing. But what I'm realizing is that when you have unrealistic expectations, it can completely derail you. Really, more than anything, I think it stops you from enjoying where you're at. As a mom, that is something that I really value, is learning how to find joy in where I am right now. Every mom hears this like, oh, enjoy this time because they grow so fast, or enjoy this moment, don't let it slip by. And I really, really took that to heart. I really wanted to embrace that. In order to do that, I've had to learn to adjust my expectations, to really look at what I was thinking something was going to be like and being able to completely let go of what I thought it would be so that I can be present and be in the moment and enjoy what really is. So that's my tip for today. And if you're a perfectionist, you're going to want to throw something at me because I know you don't want to hear this, but learning to adjust your expectations and let go of what you thought you wanted and embrace what you have is one of the biggest, most beautiful keys to enjoying your motherhood and enjoying your children and learning to enjoy even the battles, even the struggles, even the times that your kid's going through a sleep regression or you're having to deal with behavior issues that you never thought you were going to have to deal with because your kid was perfect and then they turned 3 and they became evil. I'll probably cut that, but it's true. It's true. Adjusting my expectations is something I have to do every day. I have in my mind the way something is going to go or how something is going to work out, or I picture this perfect moment. And then when things start to unfold and there's conflict or things aren't going as planned, I have a choice to let that derail me, or I have the opportunity to be where I'm at. So case in point, I'm going to share a little bit about our gender reveal. So I've never done a gender reveal party. Never really wanted to do anything like that, but I always wanted to find a fun way to tell family. And so with my son, we did like little scratch off cards. With my daughter, we surprised everyone at my birthday brunch and announced it that way, and then shared a video for like wider family and friends. With this baby, I wanted to do something really special. I wanted to have a really special moment with my husband, and I wanted to do something really fun for the kids. And so my plan was to take the kids to the sonogram so they could experience hearing the heartbeat and seeing the baby on the sonogram. I had them write the gender on a card, and then we were going to do a silly string fight with the kids. So I had pink silly string and I had blue silly string, and I just took the lids off and threw those in the garbage and, told my midwife, okay, if it's a boy, put the card in this bag. If it's a girl, put the card in this bag, and then we'll spray the silly string. And that's how we were going to find out. Initially, I really wanted to open the card with my husband and have a moment just with the two of us. We had that with my daughter, and it was really, really special. And I wanted to do that again. After going to the sonogram, the kids were so excited knowing that we could find out that they didn't want to wait. They didn't want to wait until the next day to do our silly string fight. And so we came home and we had dinner. We rushed through dinner. I rushed to get stuff together. I wanted to catch it on camera. I wanted to film it. So I was like throwing my equipment up. This is like 6 o'clock. My kids start bedtime at 6:30. So we're feeling rushed, and it is hot and sticky and miserable outside. And the minute we go stand out there, we get swarmed by mosquitoes. I was planning to do the silly string fight in the morning, so mosquitoes weren't really on my mind. And of course there's mosquitoes. This is Texas and it's summertime. So we totally got swarmed by mosquitoes. Everyone was getting bit. We shoot off this silly string. You guys, it was a complete and epic fail. My poor kids, they couldn't get their silly string cans to work. I had my husband helping my daughter. When he did it, I don't know, he popped the lids off somehow, so theirs didn't work. My son couldn't quite push it all the way down. He finally got it, but...
I won!
Do it, squirt it!
I'm trying!
These both broke and didn't work.
Basically, I'm the only one who was able to spray the silly string. I sprayed it. It was like, oh, we found out what the gender was, and it was very exciting, but it was also just chaotic and stressful and not at all the fun, exciting moment that I had imagined. There was just a lot of frustration. Lucy was frustrated. She did not like being sprayed by the silly string. Of course she didn't. She's 2.5. She hated that. And it was another one of those moments in life where while it's happening, I had to actively remind myself, okay, this is not going how I wanted it, but this is what is. And this is the moment that we have. This is how we found out. We found out in chaos and crazy, and things weren't going great, and the kids were upset, and my husband was hot and cranky. It was not this sweet, intimate moment, but it's still a treasure. And it's still a moment that none of us will ever forget. And nothing can change that. I think in the past, I would have gone into shame over all the things that I didn't think of, over all the ways that I failed that, over all the ways that it went wrong. But what I've been learning is that, well, no good comes of going into shame. So I'm just saying no to that and embracing what is and what happened. And I can smile about it and laugh about it and enjoy what was and enjoy what is. And so, yeah, the video did not come out good at all. It was basically, you couldn't see the color of the silly string on the video. So it didn't really reveal anything for anyone but us, which was fine. It was for us anyway. So I decided to make a different video announcing the gender to our family. And I had all these big ideas for that too. And then realized, you know what? My kids, they're 5 and 2. And there's only so much that they're going to be able to bring to the table. And I really wanted them to be a part of sharing the news. So I had to completely adjust my plan and I had to completely change my ideas. And I love what we came up with together. And so I will upload that video and put that here on my channel as well. You can see the gender reveal of baby number 3. And I just want to encourage you mamas to let go of what should be. Just let it go. It is so freeing to let go of what it could have been or should have been or any of that. It is so freeing to let it go and be where you are. Be present. Skip perfectionism. It sucks. In future videos, I'm going to share more tips on how to sidestep perfectionism, but my tip number 1, ding, is adjust your expectations. As painful as that is to hear, as pissed off as it may make you, it really makes a difference in being able to be present and enjoy where you are. I hope that this video encouraged you at least a little bit, and I look forward to making some more videos in the coming weeks. Okay, thanks for listening. Don't forget to click subscribe. You can click that little bell. The little bell will let you know when I post a new video. I'm going to try to post new videos every week. But you know, I may have to adjust that expectation. We'll see.